So today we are going to learn about schedule type time inside our file reader. So we have been learning about interval. Currently we are going to learn about time and I'll let you know what is the use of it. So previously you can see we have checked it as poll 1 start. We'll keep it as no for our training purpose. So even the interval I'm going to change it as time. In the interval it will be picking for every 5 hours over here. You can see it. I'll go ahead and select time. I'll select yes. So over here, you can see the next poll will be around 7:11 p.m. Currently it is 7:11. It will be polling if I save it, then and deploy it. I'll go ahead and check on the settings. So it are the similar settings. So this particular setting will work through complete Monday to next Sunday. I'll uncheck Sunday and Saturday. I'll make sure this is going to work only on working hours. So the all day range is deselected for this. It means grayed out. You might be thinking like I want to run it at around 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. only. The problem is like this has been grayed out. This has been grayed out for a reason because when we select it as 7:11 p.m. on any particular date, this will runs only once in that particular date. Means only at 7:11 p.m. every day. This is not going to pick multiple times. So, for example, my client says every day morning 8 a.m. I will be logging in, and that should be running at around 8:30. So automatically the file will be picked up from this particular directory and it will run. So the client would be very happy rather than picking up at multiple times. So if you select interval, okay, in our previous scenario, for every 5 seconds the file will be picked up. So that would be very waste of time and the servers will be bugged up. So it would be heavy for everyone, every process in between. So even if you select like minutes or hours, for every 5 hours it's going to pick up. So we don't need that. Only once. Okay, I'll click on time. So you can see it's around 7:13 p.m. now. I'll save and I'll deploy it. So it's 107. I hope that was the file which was picked up. We'll go and check over here. So it's around 19.8. So it's showing a different time. We'll go back. It's 107. Okay, what we'll do a changes again to that particular file and see whether it picks up. Perfect. 7:13. It's taking the same time at 7:13. So what I'll do, I'll change it to 7:14 because whenever we are deploying, it automatically picks up instantly. So I don't want that. 7:14. So I'll save it and I'll deploy the channel. It's perfect. It's 107. Now we'll see whether it picks up the file or not. So the time is around 7:15 now, but it didn't pick any file. It was a previous count. You might be thinking why. So the reason is in my 3 videos before, like in the previous videos, I said always checks the next poll time. That is very, very important. So it will even be helpful in advanced topics. So here the next polling time is around February 17th. Even though we selected around February 16th, 14 p.m. over here, it will be February 17th. So you should be very, very cautious when you are selecting this. If you deploy something and your client is not working, you will be thinking you will log off and you will go to home, but you will be thinking that it will be working, but it will not work. So you should always check the next poll time and deploy it, or else it doesn't work. So what you will do in this case, you cannot do anything. So you have to wait till tomorrow, means February 17th, and make sure it runs perfectly. So when you are doing some changes, it will not reflect instantly. It will reflect a day after. And the most important thing is like it will pick file only once. For example, if you go back on February 17th, it will pick one and it will become 108. On February 19th or 20th, if it's working day, it will pick another one time, it will become 110. So it's very simple, very it will doesn't generate any load on Mirth on any servers. Only it will pick on one time. Means if your client says I'm going to update the file only once per day and it should pick up only one time, that will work much better rather than picking up multiple times over it. So we'll do one troubleshooting over here. We'll go to source. Again in the time, when it's 7:14, I'll change the time. You can see, even though I'm changing time, it's only thinking about tomorrow, which is nothing but February 17th. The current date is February 16th. We'll do one thing. We will remove Saturday from here. Tomorrow is Saturday, right? We'll remove Saturday from here and we'll click OK. See, the date has changed February 18th, Sunday, because We are not using Saturday over here. What we'll do, we'll remove Sunday and click OK. The date has been changed to February 19th. So the reason I said this I've been grayed out because you're already giving a specific time to run only once over here. So what is the use of running again in between this particular 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.? That's the reason this has been grayed out. Many of the people will ask me why this has been grayed out. I want to use this option. There is no concept of using this option. If you're only selecting a particular time to run, again you are selecting a range from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. to run it. So it's grayed out. So even similarly with the month, you can select it, the days or number of days which you run. I'll click OK and see what happens. You can see it's changed February 29th. For example, for a few downtimes and everything, there should be a specific time the downtime file should run. There are a lot of things. So at that time, you can select a specific date. And you might be asking, what today, this month is February. What if we select 31? Whether Mirth will understand or not. That's an interesting concept. You can see if I click OK, it is selecting March 31st. Mirth is understanding whether we are selecting for February or March. It doesn't blindly go with the number of dates. So it is very, very crucial. So again, you might get some interesting doubt. So in this particular February, we have till dates 29. Whether will Mirth calculate that this year is 29? This is a very interesting year to do this video. 2024 February 16th. Okay, we'll see because every month of February in every year we don't have 29. I'll click OK. You can see it calculated automatically February 29th. Means Mirth is trying to understand the today's calendar, whether it's leap year or not leap year, and will try to act accordingly. So this is a very interesting find. You don't need to write multiple logics. I remembering writing a lot of code in JavaScript, making Mirth to understand or making a Rhapsody to understand sometime to check for the leap year. So it took like a month of time to get the code review and architecture review approved for that. So that is a different case. I'm just explaining another case over here. So it should be it's very important to select time. Even this would be very helpful. So each and every option inside the Mirth is very helpful. I already covered 3 videos and we didn't even cross this particular section. We are still in the section. Just imagine how many different concepts would be available over here. And every concept is very important and it will be useful in real case scenario. If you don't know the use, then it's we will think those are really not useful, but those are very, very interesting concepts which we can use. Thank you.